Well, hello, my friends, and welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. And those of you who are new, I welcome you to my channel. A little bit about me. My name is Vera. I just turned 63 last month. I have completed the process of retirement, and I took you with me to just show you how things went. And here I am on the other end. So what have I been doing in the last 2 weeks that I am technically retired, but on leave since mid-December? So I would say it's 2 months now since I've been at home and have not gone to work. No need to go to work. I am retired now. So even though retirement happened 2 months ago, I've been on leave since then. It did not really sink in up until the last 2 weeks. I am waking up and realizing that I am not obligated to go anywhere but to be my own boss. So what have I been doing? What have I been doing? Well, I know I've been very busy. Retirement tends to give us the sense that we have to be on the go, on the go. You have this huge list and you just want to check off all the boxes, which is in my case. But I'm starting to realize that I don't have to complete it. I'm not in a rush to complete this list that I have. And my list is slowly changing as well. Things that mattered that I imagined before my retirement, I seem to have a different perspective on things now. So what have I been doing? What have I been doing? Well, I know I've been very busy. Retirement tends to give us the sense that we have to be on the go, on the go. You have this huge list and you just want to check off all the boxes, which is in my case. But I'm starting to realize that I don't have to complete it. I'm not in a rush to complete this list that I have. And my list is slowly changing as well. Things that mattered that I imagined before my retirement, I seem to have a different perspective on things now. Believe it or not, my mornings are the same. I get up at 5 o'clock, which was the same time that I used to get up when I used to go to work. But my coffee is not programmed. I actually go downstairs and make my coffee, take my time, and then I listen to the world news. BBC is my favorite station. I only listen to the news once in a day. I don't need it anymore. It's just too many depressing things to mull over and dwell over. So one news per day is good enough for me. But it's just so nice to relax knowing that you're not obligated to be anywhere at any one time. So that is one of my favorite things right now in the mornings, is slowly getting up and having a slow morning. Still in my PJs, getting excited for what the day is going to bring. I'm a morning person, so some mornings I will have breakfast, other mornings I won't because I'm not hungry. So what I have been occupying myself with a lot since the last 2 weeks is sorting out my house and decluttering. There's a certain aspect of when you realize that you are having a relationship with your house now. You're not just rushing out in the morning and then coming back to it in the evening and you're tired from work and making dinner, and you just don't get a chance to really enjoy your house and your space. And I'm enjoying that, my personal space. There are times when I will sit and have my coffee and just watch the birds coming to my bird feeder, just enjoying the morning. And there's certain times how the sun comes across my living room and my kitchen that I totally enjoy. Example, like around 9:30 is the most warmest place in my living room, dining room, and I really enjoy that aspect of the sun coming through my house. I've not noticed that before. I may have if I had a day off, but it's different now. It's a different feel with my house, and I feel like I need to beautify it even more, put my personal touches even more. I've already done that, but I want to enjoy my house even more now. So I have been going to every little nooks and crannies, things that I found myself just putting it in the shelf or drawers or whatever to deal with later. Well, I am dealing with that now, and it's just it's so liberating feeling to finally get organized, to finally to be able to do everything that you ever wanted to do when you had the time. The time is here now, and this is something that I want to do. It's not going to be on a daily basis. Once it's complete, it will be completed, but it gives me the 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 space in my head knowing that it's done, and allows me to be more creative and look for other things to do in my life as I'm trying to figure out who I am going to be. What is my identity? Who is Vera? What's next? So that is a task that I would like to slowly figure it out. I'm not in a rush. I do have a list of things what I would like to do, or what I imagined that I wanted to do when I was working, when I retire. I don't like calling it a bucket list because it is going to be my living list. I would like to just, I'm actually reevaluating that list. I'm starting to realize that there's not a sense of urgency to accomplish something, to complete something. There is no problem presented to me for me to solve. We're so geared at work to solve problems. All our lives we've been just regimented, like a regiment to solve problems all the time. Now my only problem is going to be, will I buy brown eggs? Will I buy white eggs? Little things like that. Oh, what color of the wall am I going to paint? I have my bathroom left to paint. Do I need to have the same color as the rest of my house, or shall I go for a little bit something different? So these are my problems right now that I am enjoying taking my time to slowly resolve them. Not in a rush for anything. And another thing that I found with myself, I have been paying attention to my health. And now the gym is because I want to go. I want to go, not because I feel like I need to go. So I actually paid a membership. I didn't think I was going to do it, only because I couldn't commit to it last time, and it was one of those automatic deductions. But this time I have all the time in the world, and I've already been a couple of times. And the main reason why I enjoy going to work out, because I'm slowly going to strength training, the treadmill, cardio. But what I love about the most is they have a sauna there, they have a hydro massage, they have the red light, infrared light, and this is all seems like it's helping me. It makes me feel good as well. There was a time yesterday or the day before, I just kind of woke up with a touch of uncertainty and kind of sadness, and I couldn't figure out why, and it's expected that you'll have your ups and downs, which is what I'm experiencing. And I know some of my YouTubers that I've been watching, they go through the same. I think we all go through the same process of emotional feelings. So even though I didn't feel like it, I put my gym gear on and I went, and I just started off slowly. And next thing you know, I did a 1 hour, a good cardio, good weight resistance, and then I treated myself to the hydro massage. I spent 2 hours at the gym. I met a few people. I met two ladies who invited me to go to their swim class. So it's my way of just getting out of the house a little bit, but it's doing something for me. It's not going to be detrimental to me if I do. It's going to be for my own good. So I'm treating myself kindly, and I'm treating my body kind, and eating healthy and working out, and I do feel a significant difference. And again, I am building a habit. Now that I have my membership, I know I will be committed to it. So that's totally enjoyable for me, and I think it's well worth it. I did plan it in my budget, so it's a big check mark. Yes, I'm going to continue doing that. And a little bit, I did plan as I mentioned in my earlier video, February is the month of retirement budget. I totally misunderstood something. There was a class that we went to for where they prepare you for retirement, and I am certain, and my fellow federal employees, when I went to the class, I understood that we were going to get the first interim pay on the first month of the date that you retired. So I retired January the 23rd. I was led to believe that my first interim payment will be the first week of February. Well, that is not the case, I found out. I went through all my documents and read, and there was one email. I even have my notes, by the way. I have my notes in the Federal Employee Guide where the guy was lecturing us and he was saying, yes, you get paid the first month. So, as I explained, I finally reread an email, which when I read it the first time, I just kind of went over my head. It is going to take 3 to 6 months for the first interim payment and for it to finally settle, everything to be finalized and settled. Now, that's a big disappointment because I was counting on that money. I really was. I was counting on that money. So even though I saved up for setbacks like this, I'm glad that I have a backup. It's not a tragedy. It's not a disaster. But I don't know how I misunderstood that or how I was misled. It totally could be my fault, but I was totally counting on that money. So my new way of this month is absolutely no spending whatsoever. I have plenty of food in the fridge, freezer, pantry. I'm being creative, and I didn't realize when I was working, it was just so easy to buy whatever you wanted. Not that I was a big spender. I was always a budgeter, always budgeting, always planning. After all, I am just like single and I don't have a high GS job. I'm kind of on the low on the totem pole, but I made it work. I do resell my eBay. So that helped a lot. So I did reinstate my eBay. I sold a couple of things, but I would like to kind of phase out eBay because I don't want to be committed to staying at home and selling and then shipping, because I would like to move around a little bit. Once I feel like that my house is in a certain state where everything's organized, decluttered, going through things that have no purpose, I'm donating it or getting rid of it. And it's going to be such a good feeling because it will clean the clutter in my head. And that way I want to have a new perspective on everything. And I want to have that oomph where I want to go and create and do various things. And I do want to travel. And I'm happy to say that I will be leaving for Europe very, very soon. And I did not buy a return ticket. I don't know when I'm coming back to the States. I have 90 days to stay there by law, by the visa requirements. But whether I'll come back sooner or later, but I'm going to meet up with my sister over there. She is buying a house. She's in the process of buying a house. The house is very nice, but it will need a little bit of cosmetic things. So I'm going to go in and help her to clean and just kind of get settled in, and look forward to that. She should be, hopefully, fingers crossed, she should be closing in the next couple of weeks. Europe, as we all know, is very close to everything. They treat planes like buses there. Okay, I'll tell you a story. Once I usually like to get to the airport an hour for domestic, 3 hours for international. So I was traveling from Oslo to Prague one morning, and the plane was scheduled to take off at 7:30 in the morning. So I was there at 6:30, and it was a busy airport, but came to the gate and there was nobody at the gate. And 7:15, nobody at the gate. 7:20, 7:25, everybody came to the gate. We were just like onto the airplane. They shut the door. We took off at 7:30. And it was like, this is just like a bus, It's just like, I was like, that's what I love about European travel. People, they have so many means, and it was very, very inexpensive. There's just so many opportunities to travel either by beautiful, luxurious trains, not necessarily first class, but even economy class, you still get a good deal. I love their trains. So I will be doing a little bit of adventure there and here and there. The way I purchased my ticket is through my points. I happen to have 44,000 American airline points, and I think I spent 22,000 one way. So I grabbed that opportunity, grabbed that deal. I think I paid $59 just for the taxes. That's about it. Oh, and I did buy insurance, $28. So far the math is what, under $100, and I'll be there in springtime. And I look forward to staying around a little bit and just making some wonderful YouTube videos. Springtime in Europe can be gorgeous with beautiful, lots of gardens, public gardens, festivals, cherry blossoms, flowers blooming, and so on. I cannot wait. So my friends, that's what I have been doing the last 2 weeks. After this, I am going to make another YouTube video about how I prepare to travel. I would like to travel with just a backpack if possible, even though they changed the weight and measurements. So my normal carry-on is no longer accepted as carry-on. It will probably get checked into normal luggage, but that's okay because I'm not in a hurry. I can take my time. I can be the last one off the plane. I can go to the carousel, pick up my luggage. I'm not in a hurry. I got all the time in the world at my leisure now to do whatever I want and go wherever I want to, and at a slow pace. I am going to be doing slow travel. I don't feel the need to you know, like have a maximize the amount of places, or do a number count, or challenge myself how many countries I can visit in the, you know, in 2-3 weeks. And there have been trips like that where I did manage to do 3 or 4 countries all in a matter of 2 weeks. And really, I mean, 10%, 20% of that is just traveling alone, catching planes, trains, and, you know, buses. So that's not going to happen anymore. Luckily, I will have, I'll stay 2 nights in an Airbnb, and then I'll have free accommodation at my sister's and my mom's house. So that will save me a lot of money. I don't expect my pension to kick in at all while I'm out there, which is a bummer. Disappointing, but we'll make it do. So we'll do our best. It will be a little bit challenging. I'll have accommodation, I'll have some spending money, and I also have backup on my savings. So it will be nice. Whatever I do, it will be nice. I'm certain of that. So I'm excited about that, and I cannot wait to take you with me. So that's just an update, my friends, and I just wanted to touch base with you. I will be continuing to declutter and clean. I also definitely need to master this DJI thing. I got my microphone on this time and I tested it, so there should be no surprises. I gotta confess though, I don't have a laptop. I don't have anything to edit videos while I'm gone, and I don't want to buy a laptop, nor do I want to carry around a laptop. So I ended up buying the iPad mini. I had researched that, and people can edit videos on iPad mini. So I'm about to unbox that this afternoon. I got a really good deal. Best Buy had a sale for, they had $100 off for the regular 128 gigabytes mini iPad. My sister has it. She loves it. So I'm convinced that I can probably edit some decent videos and post them while I'm on my travels. So we'll see about that. I have to conquer technology. I have to conquer what's it called, editing and so on. It's just, I have to do it. It's got to be my task that I look forward to learning. So that's it. Thank you for stopping by, and if you're new here, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button, because it will help me to be inspired even more and just like really roll my sleeves up and do even more. I thank you again for watching. I will see you very shortly in the next video.